Morning. It's Wednesday morning, November the 16th, 2022, and it's a joy to be able to share some truth with you from the scriptures today. I'm Pastor Mike Custer, the pastor at Bible Baptist Church in Grand Forks, North Dakota, and this morning we're going to read Proverbs chapter 29, verse 20. Proverbs chapter 29, verse 20 says this: "Seest thou a man that is hasty in his words? There is more hope of a fool than of him." A man who's hasty in his words, what does that imply? Well, it implies that a person is not really thinking about what they're saying. They're hasty in their words. They just say whatever comes to mind. And you know what, friend? Whatever comes to mind most readily is typically not the right thing for us to think or say. Whatever comes to mind instantly will probably be the wrong thing. The Bible says that a man who's hasty in his words, there's more hope of a fool than of him, because if he's hasty in his words, he'll probably be saying the wrong thing, the thing that first comes to mind, because he's not thinking about it. And isn't it a tendency of the human condition not to think about things? We just don't think like we should think. We don't think as much as we should think. We don't roll through in our minds, and we don't submit our thoughts to the Lord so that He can direct our thoughts. And so oftentimes we'll respond in the wrong way. We just need to take a little time and not be so hasty in our response. Take a little time to think. Take some time to pray about it and seek the Lord and ask God to help you do the right thing and say the right words instead of the words that first come to mind. They're usually the wrong things to say. They're born out of haste, and they're born out of the first responses. They're born out of reactions, and they're usually not the right thing. We will say words just out of a reaction, and often it's an angry reaction or a hasty reaction, rather than taking the time to submit our thoughts to the Lord and think things through so that we can come up with the right conclusions and right answers. Don't be that kind of person. Don't be that one who is hasty in his words and concerning whom there's more hope of a fool than him, just because he doesn't think about things. Does that imply that a foolish person does think about things before he gives a response? Probably sometimes he does. A foolish person can even be more thoughtful than one who's hasty in his words. And he's still not coming to the right conclusions, but at least his responses maybe are wiser than the person who is so hasty. Don't just jump into a matter. Take some time to think about it. And it's okay to say, you know what, I can't make a decision about this right now. I need some time to pray about it and think this over. That's fine to give that kind of response, because we don't want to find ourselves making foolish choices or saying foolish words just out of haste. Take some time. Think. Be a thinking person. God bless you today.